Good morning, everybody. Hello from my kitchen. The format looks different. It's been so long since I've come on. I'm just hoping I'm in the right spot. So if you guys, anybody's on live, let me know that I'm in Meal Prep 101. I don't even know if I can see the comments this morning. So long time no see, right? I apologize. Life got really busy again. New season. For those of you that don't know, we moved the baby boy to Florida. He's actually working and going to finish school online. He's in Florida. And the oldest, you know, we married off in May. So it's just Lynn and I. We're back to a family of two. Hey Bridget, I'm glad you're on. Can you let me know that you're in Meal Prep 101? So with the rising cost of groceries, I'm sure I'm not the only one looking for some protein, some alternate forms of protein. And this week I'm playing with lentils in my meal prep. And not only am I meal prepping for our dinner, which is considerable, you know, for years I've had folks say, you know, it's just me and my husband. I don't know, I'm having trouble adjusting to just cooking for two rather than the whole family. You know, raising boys, Bridget, you can attest to this. We have lots of mouths to feed. No matter how many boys you have, they run in packs. And there's going to be lots more to feed than just the boys you have. So my alternative lately has been freezing half of it or changing up leftovers, remaking right-overs. So I took a little job that has turned out to be full-time also, and I'm at home a lot less, which is good because there's a lot less to do here with just Lynn and I. But we still gotta eat, and just eating out is not affordable right now. And gosh, going to the grocery store sometimes is not affordable either. So trying different things. So what I did this week was put on a pound, I think it was a pound of lentils. I like lentils. To me, it's just another kind of bean. It's a legume, actually. But it's packed with protein, packed with fiber, all the good stuff. Well, I just happened to read on the back of this Pepe's bag. I wanted to tell y'all the nutritional aspects of it. And just a quarter cup, a serving is a quarter cup of lentils, you get 11 grams of protein and 17 grams of fiber. That's a lot of fiber. So there's a recipe for, well, it might not be on this bag, for lentil oats. And you don't think about putting beans or legumes in oatmeal, but I thought I'd give it a try, and it is really good. So I made a whole bunch more for this week. So put it in the pressure cooker, a cup, and let me just show you how many a cup makes. So I also have a cup of quick oats mixed with this. Now the recipe calls for old-fashioned oats, but quick oats is what I had on hand. So that's what I'm going to be using. Cooked them for 5 minutes in the pressure cooker and they were done that quick. So equal portions, lentils and oats. I did not cook the quick oats because the lentils were so hot when I pulled them out. I feel like they steamed them down. You can add milk or cream or whatever else you would eat in your oatmeal. I have leftover coffee because I don't want to waste it for one, but as they sit in the fridge, it's going to absorb a little bit of whatever liquid you put in there. So you can also slow cook the lentils in your slow cooker along with the quick oats, and that's also equal portions, but it would be like 1 cup oats, 1 cup lentils, 5 cups milk or water or a combination thereof. That's what I did first. Follow the recipe to the exact T. Y'all be proud of me. But this week I'm gonna change it up, tweak it up. So I've added, probably was not a full cup. That was probably just about a half a cup of coffee because this is breakfast. So why not have some coffee in my oats? It actually doesn't lend much in the way of flavor, but I'm not wasting it. And then I'm gonna do probably another cup or so. Like I say, I just don't want my oatmeal to dry out in the fridge. Another cup or so of, that's 2% low fat, but whatever kind of milk you have in the fridge. You could even do powdered milk and water. I mean, if you keep powdered milk on hand. My mom keeps it on hand for her coffee. She uses powdered milk instead of creamer. It's a little bit cheaper. Okay, so I've got these combined really well, and then I have my little containers here. I don't know if you can see these. I'll pull it back. So here's a little game I'm going to play. When I came on earlier in the week, I think it was. You guys see that now? I'm going to play this little, if you're watching the video or if you watch the replay, it's fine. Try to find the new product. So if you see me using something that you're not familiar with, and I bet Bridget, I bet she sees it right off, because I think she has part of this. It's going to be a set. So I'm just putting a little bit in each container what I would eat for breakfast. And I know this looks awful, y'all, but it's really good. It's really good. Plus it's packed with protein, fiber, all the yummy things. Keeps you full. My new job at Hatches, sometimes I go in really early in the morning and I'm constant. I'm busy until, I would say, 4 to 5 hours I don't look up. So it's good to have something on my stomach that's going to keep me from reaching for those Pop-Tarts or whatever sweets they brought into the office. This is our little reusable bag, storage bag, which I love. I've reached for these a lot. I use them a lot more than I thought I would. So easy to clean. I worried about that. You know, that's always a concern. How easily do things clean up? So this made 4 servings. And this other dish back here, I think this is the Tupperware soup bowl. All right, get this out of the way. Okay, also, and you know, I just eyeballed it. They're about the same portions in each one. But to this, can you guys see it? I'll hold it up. I feel like I can't see it. Let me grab metal scoop. This is the small scoop. So I'm going to drop 2 scoops, about 2 tablespoons, probably not quite, well, they're heaping, so probably 2 tablespoons of peanut butter in each one. So picking up that protein content, plus this lends just a little element of sweetness without piling sugar in there. I did not salt my lentils. I just cooked them in water, like I say, in the pressure cooker, in our multi-pot. And I put a second batch on, and then I'm going to do something else with, and make some veggie soup. And then also, just a drizzle of honey, like probably a scant half teaspoon maybe, just a drizzle. Like I say, you'd be surprised how sweet the peanut butter is going to make the oats and lentils. And of course, cinnamon. I'm going to do cinnamon and cinnamon plus. You know, these were our holiday seasonings last year. I cannot confirm or deny that they may be again available this holiday season. So I mentioned, if you watched the video the other day, I mentioned that we might do something, some kind of special shopping event for the new products, probably towards the end of next week. When I get that together, I'll get a date for y'all. So this is just a sprinkle. And then all of this is going to store in the fridge and be ready just to heat up for a quick breakfast, brunch, lunch. So I have a head start on my protein for the day, for my fiber for the day. And then all I have to do is grab it, heat it up at the office, or heat it up here. So let me get these out of the way. That got me 4 servings for really pennies, really. Less than, I would venture to say, less than $1 per serving for sure, because I probably spent less than a couple of dollars on the oats and the lentils. So I'm going to set this back here, stack in the fridge, and then the others I have in here. So with this, I did salt them because this is going into soup, so that's what they look like when they come out of the pressure cooker, so these are cooked. And I'm putting them in my Dutch oven. Hey Pam, I'll see you in a little bit. I'm gonna put these in my Dutch oven in the slow cooker stand. Now, the multi-purpose cooker, it has a slow cooker setting, but I also use it as a rice cooker when I'm cooking that in bulk. And brown rice, y'all, it's so hard for me to cook brown rice and get it done. But do it in your pressure cooker, on point. Okay, so I have another half cup of coffee that I stuck in the fridge from yesterday morning in here. I use coffee in my soups, stews, and chilies, even gravy, because it gives it that rich brown color without adding to the flavor. Now, even if it did, I wouldn't care because I love coffee, but it does not. I have a half an onion here that I'm going to chop up, because like I say, this is getting a slow cook for the day, and this is just going to be vegetable soup. So I'm using the lentils as my protein in the veggie soup. Love that 15 bean soup that I'm sure you can still find it in the beans section at your grocery store. Just add some ham or beef bouillon again, chicken bouillon, call it done. It is really good, but I could live on that. And I just have a bag of H-E-B mixed veggies. I don't think this was too costly. My scissors are in there by the quilt. I put a quilt in earlier this week. Lots of people having babies and getting married, lots of loved ones. I've been trying to get quilts done. I don't know if I'm going to use that whole bag. I'm going to save some for another day. Let me grab a Twix-It. And Twix-Its, these are our guest special for this month. So if you spend $80, you could choose these. There's 4 options, but Twix-Its are one of them. Ain't that too many Twix-Its in the house. And as I said, I already have the beef bouillon I cooked in, that Better Than bouillon, I cooked in with the lentils. But I'm going to add some tomatoes. Let's do with sweet onion. Just 1 can of tomatoes. But, you know, it's soup. You can put anything in there, whatever your likes are. I just, you know, there aren't many soups that I honestly can't think of one that I dislike. When I first started cooking at home, I put anything in the pot and call it soup. Love soup because you can make a big pot, freeze half of it. And this is just going to sit down into the slow cooker base. So now I have my lentils, a little extra protein, tomatoes, and whatever veggies your heart desire. There's no potatoes in it. Stay away from the carbs. But there are carrots and corn, which is more carbs. So I'm going to go with that. Crushed peppercorn garlic, my very favorite. You know what? Let's just put the rest of this bottle in. That was probably a little more than a tablespoon, but that's okay. And then this bell pepper herb. This is a good close second on my favorite scale. I was curious to find out what the best-selling rub or seasoning is in our pantry lineup, and it's Southwestern. That's actually the first seasoning that I ever tried, and I was hooked probably 20 years ago. Sherry White, if you watch this later, put it in the comments. You're the one that sold me on that Southwestern seasoning. so many years ago, but that's our top seller. Dill is our second, and Italian is our third. Those are the top three: Southwestern, Dill, and Italian, which really surprised me. I love them, but they're way down. I mean, there's several that I like more. I think folks just haven't tried that crushed with the corn garlic, because that is absolutely the best. Absolutely the best. But the Italian and the Dill are both salt-free options, so I'll bet that's why. And because I'd rather season with the rubs or seasoning, it keeps me from putting as much salt. And then we'll just salt at the table what we need. So that looks pretty good right now. Still cold. I'm just going to put the lid on it and set it in my slow cooker base on low. Got to be at the office here in the next 30 minutes, but then I'll come back at lunchtime, turn it down to warm, and this will be ready. This will be ready by lunch. So, oh, what I was going to tell you too is the slow cooker base is going away. So if you have the Dutch oven, or you have the everyday pan, or if it's on your wish list, let me know, because the slow cooker base is going away at the end of August. It will no longer be available. I think it's $30, I'm not sure. It might be $60, I might be thinking a half price item. But I tell you what, if you're the first one that says you want it, I'll let you have it for half price, whatever that price might be. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. Please let me know if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay. And let me know if you try those lentils. I'd like to know. Have a great day. Bye now.